Hello, my name is Jack Scott, and I've been asked to comment on my experience learning Chen style Taiji practical method as taught by Master Chen, and specifically my experiences with instructor Calvin Ho. Practical method is taught as it's actually a martial art. And this being said, the importance of that is that the instruction is very detailed. There's a lot of nuance, a lot of levels, a lot of detail, and going through the practice from beginner to as you proceed along your way in practical method, there's always different layers that are uncovered. And so I think that the format is excellent. And I can tell you my experience. I've been learning practical method for about a year, and because of travel restrictions and ever, it's all video online classes. And so the current format that I'm involved in is I attend 5 classes a week, 2 with Master Chen, and he gives a broad, right now he's in a broad overview, principles, key concepts. And the other interesting thing that he does for me, being a Westerner, is he has a tremendous background in Taoism, Oriental history, Chinese history, and he ties all that in, which is kind of mysterious to a Western person like myself, but into something that we're actually doing, Tai Chi, so it makes it a little bit more understandable and puts it in a very practical context. So that's one element. And then I attend 3 classes a week with Calvin. And so what Calvin does is he drills us on the detail. He taught us the specifics on the Ilu, which is the first form, and then the Erlu, the cannon fist, the second form, and then also the sword form. And he's about to start a class on the basic foundations, which in practical method, as I mentioned, it's a martial art that, how you move and what parts. It's not, it's practical, but it's not necessarily natural to a human being like us. So, very, very important, very specific. The other class I take from Calvin is he does another more open format class on Thursdays, and I find that excellent because it gives us a chance. It's a small group, open to everyone, of course, and I would recommend that you take it. But you can ask any question you want on what you're working on, what you're having problems with, or he'll go take a piece of the form and correct as you go through. So it's all very useful. And I find Calvin as a teacher, first of all, very knowledgeable. He's been practicing for over 10 years. And I think a key thing, I don't have the number exactly right, but let's say he's approaching 40,000 Ilus. And in this Tai Chi, it's practice. You actually have to do it to learn it. And I think Calvin has done that, and he instills the importance of that in the people that he instructs. So, very qualified. And then as a teacher, I think he's picked up a lot from Master Chen, who is himself a professional teacher, not only Tai Chi teacher, but a teacher. So there's a lot, especially when you're doing physical things. How do you learn? Even to perception, you maybe think you're following instructions, but because you're doing something very detailed physically, you're really not. And so how do you get that across to people? I think that, Calvin, I think a big aspect of doing that, because the students, and I'm speaking of myself, we're slow in the uptake. So a teacher needs to have a lot of patience, a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of repetition that goes into it, and and look at various different angles, various examples to get the point across. So all in all, I'd say the format is excellent. You've got a completely integrated system for teaching, from Master Chen to Calvin, and ample time to practice. And I would also say that the classes are all videotaped. And so in the moment, you might not understand or think you know what they're saying. You think you're doing it, You might even argue back, but when you look at the video, at least when I look at my video, I see, well, I wasn't really doing what I was told to do. So all in all, it's a very complete package. And anyone interested in Tai Chi, and I think especially practical method, I think it comes to us from Master Chen through his teacher, Master Hong, right back to his teacher was Chen Fa. So we're actually learning, we're in a direct line being taught by a lineage holder and his instructors on something that I think could be considered like culturally a world heritage. So excellent opportunity, excellent instruction, teachers. Thank you very much.